should definitely start NFT, man. It's NFT. It's crazy.
Yeah.
If you can buy Usher tickets to the Usher residency with Ush Bucks, hey.
The NFT game is crazy.
Bro, it's nuts. Like,
the NFT game is crazy. From what I understand of it, I'm like, man, that is so crazy. Like,
it's so crazy, but it's also beautiful at the same time. Shout out to Kevin Durant and Nas on their deal.
Coinbase. Coinbase.
Coinbase.
Coinbase. Okay. Coinbase. Boy, because it got evaluated for $86 billion. I mean, they bought in, on some rich stuff. They bought in mad early.
Shout out to Nas. Nas has been doing this for a while. People don't know that Nas has been invested in companies, and then it comes out, Nas. He was on Uber early. And Lyft. He was on. Yeah, it was a few of these ventures like
a lot of them that blew up.
That blew up. Yeah.
He was on the ground. Yeah, man.
Yeah, ground zero. As soon as they go public, all right, it's time to go public. Bam.
KD jumped in there. Chameleon there over there doing her thing. Shouts to Khalees. Because Khalees is still cashing them alimony checks from Nas. And
more money Nas made. I gotta keep making more money. Boy,
Nas good. Nas a good dude, man. He probably still. Khalees, you good, man.
Now he ain't even sweating that $5,000 a month. That $50,000 a month. I got it. I made the right investments in that.
Okay. Nas Chameleon there, KD, they all up there. In Silicon, getting their billions on, man.
Chameleon been getting money in Silicon Valley for a minute. Like people make their joke. Oh, what's Chameleon doing at the game in the courts? I see like he richer than a lot of these rappers. Like
and the ball players.
And ball players.
And the niggas he's watching. Shout out to diversification.
I would retire from rap too. Like fuck it. KD go retire. Just what you wait. KD go be like, man, I don't even gotta play. I don't even need a ring.
You guys starting to talk like that too.
I was gonna say speaking of KD, with him saying that about the ring, he's like he doesn't play for championships anymore. He's like he's just trying to be the best player of all time. What do you think about that, Bruce, man?
I mean, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I think at this point, but I also think at this point, I think a lot of those younger players, players.
Do you believe it though?
I kind of do, honestly, because I think he's at a position where like not many people are gonna say like, oh, it's like he's better than Bron all the time anyway. So I think Bron's gonna be the last person that's still gonna be trying to like chase ghosts in a sense, or like trying to chase something that you're probably not gonna get, but you know what I'm saying, something good to aspire to. So I think a lot of players around KD's age are probably gonna follow the suit.
Do you think KD is chasing ghosts then? If that's the case, if he wants to be the greatest of all time, because you are chasing the ghost if you're saying you're trying to be the greatest player of all time.
He didn't say greatest of all time. He said he just wants to be the greatest player that he can be. Basically.
Be the best I can be.
He's done with championships. But my thing is like it's easy. He's playing with house money. Like it's easy to say that when you got rings.
That's what Shannon Sharp was saying too.
Is he just like. And like they were saying too, it's easy for somebody with money to be like, oh yeah, money don't matter. I'm like, you up? Yeah, when you Buffett and them, they like, oh, I'm gonna sign away all my money and all that shit. It's easy to do that when you up, when everything paid for, everything.
Hey guys, money's not important, you guys.
I'm like it's a whole lot easier to say that when you have it or had it. You know what I mean? Like I said, he won rings, so he like shit. I mean, like I ain't gonna go down like Barkley. Like man, he was amazing. You just didn't win rings. Like. They're gonna be like, oh, KD was amazing, and he got 2 rings.
There ain't gonna be no asterisk factor.
So I think it's easy for him to say that, man. Like, I believe him. I'm like, he probably ain't.
There's a lot of great players. I'm still mad Iverson never got a ring, man. One of the greatest ever.
Come back to that, but so Shannon and KD, they got the little
tiff.
As I said in the group chat, I think
a little squabble on Twitter.
Well, if I could tell the whole backstory, basically it was a quote from like 2019 or whatever, and it was a fake quote that somebody made up on Twitter, and it literally was like, how can you guys call LeBron the GOAT when I beat him 2 years in a row in the finals? What does that make me? Yeah. And Shannon Sharp for like a year has been using that quote on live TV, and then people keep saying, bro, this is fake news. And that's a failure of his team not like researching and being like, yo, this is fake. So like Kevin Durant was on Twitter and he was like, hey, like you've been on TV lying about me, and then Shannon was like, what about that tweet when you said about how Shannon, he basically doubled down. He's like, what about when you were talking about why does everyone keep joining the Lakers and the Heat? Yeah. And then he blocked Kevin Durant. So I'm like, bro.
KD was firing him up, though.
Yeah, like Shannon could have easily been like, hey, my bad.
No, but like at first Shannon went back at him, and then KD just kept firing him up. KD called him, y'all drunk uncle. Somebody get y'all a drunk uncle. He was firing him.
But also KD also said like, oh, but I'm sensitive. Yeah, you are. Two things can be true. He can be sensitive, and you can be sensitive. You both can be sensitive. Yes, you, nigga.
Yeah, he was like, and then Shannon really got caught slipping. He was like, hey, yo, we can talk in person. I don't do this Twitter stuff.
Yep.
Katie was like, nah, if you can talk on live TV all day, every day. Nah, we don't need to talk in private. I'm like, oh, man, Katie is firing him up with these fingers, man.
And you can tell piss Shannon off because they didn't even touch on it on the
Undisputed. They didn't talk about it at all.
I'm like, they definitely just kind of didn't even try to address it.
Katie definitely won that Twitter battle. Some people you don't want to spar with on Twitter.
Yeah, because I mean, like, obviously, we know, like, majority of the time, like, you know, Shannon makes, you know, pretty good points. But I think with that one, like I said, that was just lazy. You easily could have just been like, yo, like, I was like,
oh, my bad. Yeah.
It's like when they had that, I think somebody one time, it was like during the Chris Paul and James Harden stuff, and somebody tweeted that, like, it was a fake thing. Like, yeah, rumors say that, Chris Paul was making fun of James Harden's weight and said he had, like, man boobs or something. Skip literally said this on TV, and it was like a fake account on Twitter, and somebody's like, yeah, you know, this is, like, not a real quote at all. So it's just crazy.
Why would Skip even believe that?
Yeah, he was like, that's what reports are saying. And I'm like, that's why when Skip be quoting about how he knows people close to, like, oh, I know somebody close to character. No, you don't. Stop lying.
He's on fake account.
If Skip, I'm like, Skip. But besides the people that, like, besides other analysts, you don't know nobody.
None of those players rock with you.
Yeah, like you don't know anybody in any of these camps, man. Like, you don't, man. Like, he's in the same type bubble that Lil Wayne is in. That's probably why they're good friends. Because just like how Wayne just is in his own bubble and he just do his own thing.
Just watch ESPN and that's it.
Skip talked to his other analyst friends, and other than that he ain't in none of these circles. He ain't, you know what I mean? Like none of that. You ain't talking to no source.
Because we all got to remember, there's 3 people who've actually pressed Skip or like kind of said something on live TV. It was Mark Cuban. When I think it was when LeBron won his first ring, and like
Cuban was doing his thing.
He was, because it was like when
Friday.
Yeah, because it was like right after the Heat had beat the Thunder, and like he was on it. He was like, yeah, I love how you were like, he's like, Skip, you don't know what the hell you're talking. He was just roasting him, and then you had Sherman was kind of Sherman just wanted to be petty. Though. He was like, I'm better at life than you.
Yeah, oh my God.
And then Jalen Rose pulled up the high school stats.
I always go back on that though, because I don't like that point when athletes be like, oh, you can't critique sports unless you played at the level. Like, nigga. Yes, I can, man. Like, what are you talking about?
I went back and watched it for the full context. Skip did say that he was bigging him up on the previous one, and then Jalen brought up, oh, I did the stats when you said that on the last episode that you said that you were the big time, and then that you were